How to teach noun to primary children, video series number 8. Hello fellow educators, welcome back to the channel where we explore engaging and effective teaching strategies for the classroom. Today I am excited to share an activity called noun sorting. The simple yet powerful exercise helps students grasp the different types of nouns by categorizing them into people, places, things. As we all know, nouns are foundational to understanding language. By sorting nouns into categories, students can better comprehend the concept of nouns and how they function in sentences. This activity is perfect for young learners and can be easily adapted for various levels. Let's jump into how you can implement noun sorting in your classroom. In the noun sorting activity, students are given a list of words and their task is to sort these words into three categories: people, places, and things. These categories represent the different types of nouns that we encounter in everyday language. You will need a list of nouns. These can be printed out or written on the board along with some paper or sorting mats where students can place the words. For younger students, you might also want to include pictures alongside the words to aid in comprehension. This activity not only reinforces the concept of nouns but also encourages critical thinking as students decide where each word belongs. It's a great way to make grammar lessons more interactive and hands on, which is essentially beneficial for young learners. Let's walk through the setup. Start by preparing your list of nouns. You want to include a variety of words that represent people, places, and things. For example, your list might include words like teacher, school, and pencil. Once you have your list, decide how you want the students to sort the words. You can give each student a printed copy of the list, or you could write the words on the board and have students copy them down. Alternatively, if you are working with younger students, you could use picture cards. Next, explain the sorting process to your students. Tell them that their task is to place each word into one of the three categories: people, places, or things. You might want to provide an example to ensure they understand. For instance, you could say, if the word is teacher, where should it go? This is right. It goes under people because teacher is a person. As the students work on sorting the words, circulate around the room to provide guidance and support. Encourage them to think critically about each word and where it belongs. This is a great opportunity to engage with students individually and reinforce their understanding. If indeed you can provide visual aids or sorting mats that are labeled with people, places, and things, this helps younger students stay organized and focused as they complete the activity. After the students have completed their sorting, it's time to review their work as a class. This is where the learning really solidifies as students explain their choices and engage in discussion. Begin by asking students to share some examples from their list. For instance, you might say, who has a word that belongs in the people category? When a student shares a word, ask them why they placed it in that category. This helps reinforce the concept and encourages critical thinking. Get the whole class involved by asking if anyone sorted the word differently and why. This not only promotes discussion but also helps students learn from each other. It is important to create an environment where students feel comfortable in sharing their thoughts and reasoning. As you review the sorted nouns, be sure to provide feedback and clarification. If a student has placed a word in the wrong category, gently guide them to correct answer by asking leading questions. For example, you placed a river under things. Can we think about whether a river is more of a place or thing? Some nouns might be tricky to categorize, especially for younger students. Take this opportunity to explain why certain words fit into specific categories and how some nouns might belong to more than one category depending on the context. Once you have reviewed the sorted nouns, take a moment to reflect on the activity with your students. Ask them the questions like, what did you learn about nouns today? Was there a word that surprised you in where it belonged? This helps them consolidate their understanding and think critically about their exercise. To extend the activity, you could challenge students to come up with their own list of nouns and then sort them. This could be done individually or in groups. Another extension could be to have students write sentences using nouns they sorted and reinforcing their understanding of how nouns function in context. The noun sorting activity can be easily adapted for different age groups and skill levels. For younger students, you might include pictures alongside the words to help them visualize the nouns. For older students, you could introduce abstract nouns or proper nouns to make the activity more challenging. For example, with older students, you could ask them to sort nouns into subcategories like common nouns or proper nouns. This adds an extra layer of complexity and deepens their understanding of noun types. If you are working with older students, consider making this a group activity where each group is responsible for sorting a specific type of noun. This promotes collaboration and allows for more in depth exploration of the different categories. And that's how you can implement the noun sorting activity in your classroom. It's a straightforward, interactive way to help students understand the different types of nouns. By categorizing these words into people, places, and things, students develop a deeper understanding of language and grammar. I encourage you to try this activity with your students and see how they respond. It's a great way to make grammar lessons more engaging and hands on. Plus, it's easy to adapt and extend, making it suitable for a wide range of learners. So, thank you so much for listening. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more teaching tips and activities. I would love to hear how the noun sorting activity worked in your classroom. So, feel free to share your experiences in the comments below. So, until next time, happy teaching.